Alright guys, welcome to round 1, and we won the rice roll, so we will go first. We have one swamp, one island with a sultai skullkeeper going into our scribe, starting off with our goblin. Now we'll keep this hand, it's fairly strong. Okay, there you go. Okay, my opponent started off with a Evolving Wilds. So we're just gonna obviously swing in here, get the free damage in. Yeah, just play all our curve, because we're curving in very good. And then let's see what we mill. We mill a swamp and the Ugin, which is very fine. Okay. Okay, discard Varens, so he's probably white-black. So we're curving in very well right now. We obviously start with the swamp we wanted, and we already have our 3 lands. So we're just gonna swing with the Skullkeeper and get our free damage through. There's no reason to hold up any mana, so we're just gonna keep on curving into our cards. Light Form's a very strong card. Flying Lifelink. Okay, so over here we're just gonna swing in with everyone. There's no reason to. I can't really block this guy, and he's not gonna attack. And if he wants to trade with one of my cards, I'm fine with that. Let him go. Being somewhat aggressive here is fine. Okay. So he's taking 4, and he's gonna do. I'm gonna just play my Drowner and exploit the Shambling Goblins to just get rid of the whatever it's called, the Dunecaster. Yep, so the Icefall region obviously goes into my hand. Everything else can go away. And then we kill the Dromoka Dreamcaster. Obviously we can't really block this guy. It has flying. Oh, Ojutai exemplars. If you guys didn't know, it's one of the best mythic rares in the set as of playability, and it's only white, double white, but it's only white. And it says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get either tap a creature, it gains first strike and a lifelink, which is ridiculous, and then or you can exile it and return it. So it removes then it escapes almost any or all removal spells. Okay, so we actually pull off a Monastery Siege, which is a very fine card. Let's see what we can do. I think just the best play here is just playing our Mystic Meditation, and then trying to find the answer to this exemplars. Yeah, I think I like that play the best. Right now, we're basically looking for a land drop, so we can play our Iceball region very soon. We're fine with discarding our Monastery Siege. Wait, so the Dazzling Gloom can get rid of the Manifest, and the Ojutai Summons is very strong, I think. So we want to keep that, and that. So we're going to take that away. And we're actually just going to throw away our Ojutai Summons. Play our island. And then we are actually fine for this turn. We can just pass. So this turn all we just did was set up our next turn. We can either Dazzling Gloom and then Will of Anaga, depending on what he plays. And we can try and get some damage through. Glaring Age is a non-creature spell, so he gets to basically get first strike and lifelink this turn, which is very, very strong for his deck. Yeah, we're just gonna take it to in our face. We take 7. Yeah, it's gonna be a 2/3. Right, so we pick up an Aven Surveyor, which basically means we can bounce the Manifest back into the hand, which is a very strong play. Or we can just play our Icefall Regent and do some shenanigans with that. The play I really like though is just bouncing away the Manifest this turn, and then we can deal with the Ojutai Exemplars later. Yeah, I like that play. Let's get rid of that annoying 3-5 first. The Ojita exemplars, it's easier to get rid of it later in the game, as after he burns away enough of his non-creature spells, depending on how many he runs. We've only seen 2 so far, so I don't know how much non-creature spell he has to burn, but he has burned 2. And he gets the Sandblast. Okay, very strong card. Okay, so we know he has a Sandblast in his hand so far. Now he can cast all of his double black spells if he had any. Yeah, so here, I know he has a Sandblast in his hand, so, it's not too good of a play, but I'm gonna trade, one of my Aven Surveyor for his, Hidden Assassin, and to do that, all I have to say is triple block. And then all he has to do is, he can only Sandblast one of them, and then he gets to trade with basically one of them. His other option is just not doing anything. I'll just take 4, and then we trade the Aven Surveyor with his Hidden Assassin, which is still not that bad. The worst situation here is if he gets to pump his guy with something like a Coat of Venoms, and then he can get rid of all 3 of my creatures, and basically keeping his Hidden Assassin alive somehow, which will be our worst. But at that point, I think we're already dead anyways. The key point here is basically making him burn as many of his non-creature spells as he can, to basically get him to not be able to exile Ojita Exemplars, so my Icefall Regent can walk it down for as long as it basically can. Also, keeping him Creature Light is also very important, as then it'll prevent just this shenanigans all-out attack and me having to do some very awkward blocking. Alright, so I'm gonna hear I can Dowsing Loom here onto the Dramoka Dreamcaster. So okay, so I'm gonna first swing in with my Zephyral Scribe. And then I'm just going to end. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna end here. The hope here now is that his last card isn't going to be a non-creature spell, and we're gonna hopefully kill this Ultra Exemplars. Because this card is just bonkers. Next game we're gonna side in probably the Double Mind Rod against this deck. Just to get rid of all his try and get rid of his exemplars, but mainly get rid of his other spells so you can't trigger his exemplars. It's gonna be fairly important. Like if this Wolvanaga is like a mind rot, we can just get rid of his hand right now, and then we'll be safe to just swing in with a lot of things, or just play the Iceball Regent. Here I'm just going to block with the Sultai Skullkeeper. One, to just keep my life totals up, and two, to hopefully kill the Ojita Exemplar. Okay, seems like we got that thing off the board. Yeah, obviously we're gonna draw a card and discard, and try and get a good amount of cards through. There we go. Here we're just gonna play the Icefall Regent, as it is a powerful card. Tap away the Dreamcaster, the Dunecaster. Yep, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll just play our 6th land here, and then my turn. So we're basically stabilized at this point, mostly because we have the Zephyr Scribe, which is very strong and just fixing up our hand if it's a little bit weird. Yeah, he's just hard casting the Skirmisher. Okay. So here we're just gonna cast this Aven Surveyor to make it into a 3/3 flyer. Because there's no reason to bounce either of those creatures. Cards he could have. Harsh Sustenance is probably gonna be one of the most devastating cards he could have, as he'll be able to kill my Icefall Regent by paying 5 mana. I think it's 5 mana. Yeah, 5 mana. Not sure where that's going for. Here I'm just gonna block with the Zephyr. No. Yeah, no, I think I can just chump with my Zephyr Scribe here. If he doesn't do anything, that's fine. If he does something, then I don't really lose a 3/3 if I block with that. Yeah, okay, so he's just gonna virtuously. Here I'm gonna respond by discarding my Palace Familiar. Yeah, gonna keep that guy. And then he gets to, life gain a bunch. That's fine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna swing with both. Get that clock going. We're actually just gonna cash this Marshhawk face down, as we can keep up our Will of the Naga. We only have 13 cards left in our deck with the amount of digging we did, but it's fine. Now, if Kolaghan Striker comes in on its own, we're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna take it, as this 5/7 or 2B5/7 is very strong. Okay, so it's a 4/3. He's trying to finish off the game. Oops, combat. We're going to Will the Naga it. Now his rebounded card is very useless. Okay, so we're just gonna Megamorph this guy up before anything. It doesn't really matter, as he has no plays he can make. And then we're gonna deal a ton of damage. He gets the rebound, his tap creatures, and then let's see what he draws. If he can draw 9 points of damage, something like I guess refocus without blue, he will win. Okay, there you go. That's our first game win. That took quite a long time. Let's see. That first game took 20 minutes. Okay, so Ojai Exemplars, very very strong card. Basically to we're gonna obviously bring in the self-inflicting wound. I actually really like the double mind rod against that strategy. I'm gonna take away one Dells and Gloom. I'm gonna take out the Scion, and we're going to be taking out one of these Ojai summons, and I think that's pretty good. We're fixing up our curve a little bit. I actually like our second Marshhawk in this deck instead of this Scion, just because it blocks the Ojai Exemplars very well. And then we can just take out the Aven Surveyor instead, I think, as it's not as strong against that deck than it is against some other decks. Obviously, if we see some other cards, we will just switch up with the deck again, but we will try with this deck this time. We're gonna mulligan away one landers. We're gonna mulligan away one landers. And this is a more keepable hand. I still don't like it, but I don't want to go down to 4 for that reason. Alright, so we wanna hit our third land, so then we can go into our Marshhawk soon. Or we can just draw into our goblins, and it'll be fine as well. Okay, that's our third land, and that's gonna be fine for now. We're gonna be taking some good amount of damage, but we did mulligan to 5, so it's fine. At least in Moto, I don't like keeping one landers. Like in paper, I'm like some of the times I'm fine because I trust how much I shuffle and I can see physically how much my opponent shuffled. Um, so then I have a general idea where all my lands are going to be in the deck. But like for this instance, Moto is 100% random. There must be some kind of way they randomize it, but I don't know and I don't trust it. Oh, easy discard. Easy. Silumgar's Butcher is just gonna go away. We're not gonna get there anytime soon. Wait, Zephyr Scribe is a very, very good draw. Um, we could start off with that, but I'm actually just gonna start off with face down Marsh Hulk, as it is it's a little bit of weaker of a card. Next turn, if he plays a land drop, and plays one card, I'm gonna just straight up mind rod him and get all his other meaty cards out of his hand. This is the power of mind rot, where if he's at 2 cards in his hand, he just has no choice. Gotta discard those 2 cards. Mostly if my opponent is on curve, even better. They just won't be able to do anything. At this point, he's at 3, which is not bad, as he might have to discard, but he gets to keep his bomb. So I won't actually cast my mind rot next turn. Obviously I'm just gonna not chomp, but trade with his Murder Bull Reaper, as it is going to kill me soon. And I can't really wait and just bank on drawing my Orc Sure Shot. Oh, alright. So he gets his Doom Master, so I'm just gonna mind rot him this turn. We get rid of his Sandblast and his Great Teachers, which will both they're both very good cards. Oh, there's nothing we can do this turn. Alright, so here we're just gonna cast the Shambling Goblins and the Meringue River Skeleton, as they're fairly good cards. Our best play was if we drew into our land, play Urkshaw, and then next turn we played both of our cards. Would have been a little bit better. But now we're just making my opponent top deck, and then having a chance basically to come back in this game. Yeah, we're just gonna take the 2 here. Okay, they have his Hidden Assassin online. The 2/3. So 2/3s are very hard to deal with at least my board state right now. Hopefully we draw a land here. It's not, but it's fine. Okay, 2 cards that I couldn't have used, so it's fine. We're gonna keep them blockers, obviously. Now I just gotta start chumping random things. Now basically all of his attacks just stopped. Because now he has only unfavorable trades rather than favorable trades. No, I guess if he does that, it's fine. Hmm. Yeah, so I'm just gonna block like that for now. And then I'm gonna get rid of his Culligan Skirmisher. Take 4. Here we just have to play our Zephyr Scribe. We have actually no choice. We're gonna just 2-for-1 here as we have to. And then we just need to bank on drawing a land next turn or a creature we can play. But I don't think there's any more creatures we can play, so we have to bank on drawing a land. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we just have to double block one of these guys. Alright, so we draw the land. Here we can either will the Naga, or we could Orchestra Shot, but I like the Orchestra Shot a little bit better. He's probably gonna tap down the Orchestra Shot, so he gets a free trade into the Skullkeeper, which is fine. Here we're just making sure we don't waste too many time, like our clock, so we don't time out and die during game 3. Fairly important thing to do is make my opponent waste as much time as possible. Okay, so we're just gonna chump with our Orchestra Shot and get rid of those basically threats, as I would like to call it. Anything that can deal damage is a threat at this point. And then because we got rid of the Great Teacher's Decree, ooh, there's the Odrich Exemplars. Very good card for him. That's our land. We cannot use. Yep. Taps it down. Is either of them warrior? No. So we're just gonna respond with the Will of the Naga here. I really don't know why he played that there, as he could have just waited a little bit more. Now, basically what happened is he's wasting more time on his clock for game 3. Here I'm just gonna attack because there's not any good haste creatures in white and black that can kill me. Oh wait, there's dash creatures. I shouldn't have attacked. Yeah, shouldn't have attacked. Let's see if he drew it. No, he didn't. That's fine. I'm dead if I don't draw anything. I didn't draw anything, so I'm just gonna play a land and end my turn. Here we're basically just dead. Let's see what he does. Make him waste every second. Yeah, take 6. Yep. Okay. So game 3. Hopefully this time we don't have to mulligan to 5. We're on the draw this time, so I actually like keeping this, and we'll actually just submit this one more time. Yep. If we get to keep our 7-lander, I mean not 7-lander, if we get to keep us 7 cards in our hand in our opening hand, We'll be in good setups, and we should be able to win either by timeout or by actually casting our cards. Yes, we would like to play first. It's not too good of a hand, but I will keep this hand just because, you know, if I draw into anything, it's fairly okay. Hopefully he doesn't have the one drop to try and rush us down, which is basically our hope. Oh, he did have it. It sucks. Alright, so we draw our 3-drop, which is fine. Okay, so we also draw our Shambling Goblins. Here we're just gonna actually play our 3-drops. Because once we get to play something like two creatures, we can snipe something with the Orchard Shot, which is a very good play. He's playing a very aggressive field right now, which our hand is actually very good against. Once we start stabilizing, our hand will be amazing. We are looking for blue mana, but we can't really be that greedy. Next turn, if we do draw any sort of land, we actually get to wipe out. Actually, we don't even need that land. But if we do, we get to wipe out a good amount of cards. We can play Slumgar's Butcher and wipe out his Mardu War Reaper, or we can just play the Shambling Goblins to wipe out his Jamoka Warrior. Either way, I would chump with the against the Jamoka Warrior because I do not want to take 6 damage this turn. Still, we're looking to draw into a land, so we can play our Shambling Goblins and then Vulture's Aven. Sucks that he gets exiled one of our creatures, but eh. That's a warrior, isn't it? It's pretty good. Land, come on, baby blue. Nope. So we're just gonna play the Shambling Goblins and then return, as it is the best play we have. I'm actually fine trading the Orchard Shot with the Martyr War Reaper and 2 for 1. Obviously, he already got his value out of his War Reaper to get like 6 damage through. 8 damage through? 8 damage through. If he has a trick, yep, he got me. If he doesn't, there you go. He has a trick. Alright, so right now we're actually looking for a 5 drop, so then we can actually kill that War Reaper. Go, land. No, it's not a land. Here we're just gonna play the Aven to sacrifice itself to draw lands, so we can try and find any land source. So, you know, try and get somewhere. There we go. 2 islands is actually probably one of the best to get. Yeah, it worked out. Obviously, we really have to stabilize here or we are out. So, let's try and stabilize here. We're gonna obviously have to take this 3 to basically save more damage in the future. Okay. So I think he just stuck on 3 land, which is very good for us. And let's see what we draw. Icefall region, very good as well. Alright, so here we're obviously just going to slam our Slimgar Butcher and actually just remove that card out of the board, off the board. He also only has 5 minutes left on his clock. So I think our most realistic way to win is just timing him out. Yep, and then we gotta kill that Mardu War Reaper. And then all he has left is 2/02s. I think the scariest card here will be the Sensei's whatever, which gives yeah, that one, Great Teacher's Decree. Which will be down to 3 by the next turn. We actually have really good ways to deal with this though. Next turn, because we have a blocker, and we get to play our Icefall Regent. Stab Wound. Self-inflicting wound is not the card we're looking for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should I keep up with the Naga? No, I do not have to yet. So I am just going to play the Icefall Regent and tap down all of his creatures. And obviously, my goal now is to survive, and it is not to kill him anymore. Now I'm just gonna start like lining up creatures until I can basically stabilize. A card I'm looking to draw will be things like my second Marsh Hulk. Another good card will be Aven Surveyors and anything along those lines, basically. Sadly, I don't have any life gain in this deck, which I really do wish I had. But, you know, if I don't have it, I just don't have it, so gotta deal with it. A card I'm consider playing next turn is the Mystic Meditation to try and draw into our second blue drop or blue source. So our third blue source to be exact. So then we can cast our Wolvenaga next turn. Okay, so here we're just gonna Mystic Meditation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Discard a creature card. That's gonna be the Sultai Skullkeeper. Play our island. And then we're gonna keep this Naga up and we're gonna just swing in with this Ice Ball Regent. As ooh, so if he taps that down, oh yeah, I can't attack with that then. Yeah, no, I just keep my Ice Ball Regent from attacking as I can just time him out. Ooh, Rakshasa Gravecaller. Very good card. Very, very good card. As he gets to exploit his tap down creature and make it into 2/2/2s. The play I'm gonna make just snap play is the Aven Surveyor play, which allows me to remove one of his tokens. Because when you send a token back into the hand, they disappear. Yeah, Marshhawk is the other card I was very looking forward to. As it gets me basically I get to play stuff. Um, so here I'm just going to end my turn. Just basically making sure I keep my Will of Managa up just so that I don't lose randomly to random cards. Obviously keeping up blockers. I'm gonna tap down this grave call this turn. Making sure he can't do anything. Probably about 2 or less. Yes, got the defeat down. Yes, he gets to tap that down. Three, 4, 5, 6. There's nothing in my deck that deals with cards and graves, so I'm just gonna start banishing random cards. And he already played his Mardu or Reaper, so it's very irrelevant. So here I draw a Palace Familiar, which is basically a trump blocker. I'm gonna play the Self-Inflicted Wound just to get rid of his annoying Dramoka's Dunecaster. And then I'm going to place down 2 creatures. Basically as trump blockers. Here I'm just basically trying to time my opponent out, as you can see. And I'm in no hurry to, kill my opponent. I already have the 8 lands up, so I'm just gonna pass the turn. This actually eats. Oh wait, it actually doesn't eat it. It's a 5/7. That's 3/6. That is sad. It doesn't eat it. I guess I can add in the Palace Familiar to eat it up. Obviously, if this was an actual game at locals, like with paper, I actually would probably not be able to win this game, as I would have to be attacking to try and win this game. Because this is Moto, I actually have the option to time him out, which is very, very good for me. So drawing lands here is actually fairly bad. I have about 10, so I have about 6 lands left, 7 lands left in my deck. Okay. So he has 59 seconds left to beat me. He actually still cannot beat me unless he has a trick up his sleeve, which is still technically very possible to do. Okay, so that's a very good draw by me, which lets me keep on blocking this guy. I'm not going to exploit, because there's basically no other cards in the game which will, you know, be better than the cards I have right now on the board. I actually might be dead here. Yeah, I think I will be dead here. Yeah, this guy pulled out a win. So this guy was able to pull away with a win right before. Thousand Gloom instead of a blocker? No, that wouldn't have helped. Yeah, he just drew better than me. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.